Hey guys, JC here again with WEDGE Concepts. Thank you for checking out my channel. In this video, I'm just going to quickly go over the 401k plan. Okay, so let's get right to it. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and do me a favor. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and the like button if you so desire. All right. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and cover the 401k plan. I remember when I first started working when I was 21, 22 years old, and everyone telling me that I needed to go ahead and invest in the 401k. I need to start putting money away for my retirement. I knew it was something that I needed to do, but I really didn't know what a 401k plan was or exactly how it worked. I knew I had to do it, but what I knew was that I just graduated from college, that my paycheck wasn't that much, and that if I put money away into my 401k, my paycheck is going to be even smaller than what it currently is. So what I decided was I'm going to go ahead and hold off on retirement, or at least the 401k part, until I at least made some more money, and then I will focus on retirement later. So in this video, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and go over the 401k. I'm going to go over some of the basics. What is a 401k, the contributions and withdrawing, what to do with the 401k if you change jobs or leave jobs, and also where you can go to help you find some resources to get some financial advice. Okay, so what is a 401k? The 401k is nothing more than, again, a retirement account. Money is deducted from your paycheck pre-tax before you receive it. Okay, so your employer usually matches a little bit. So I've seen what most employers will match up to 6%. But what happens is, because it's tax-free, this money is put to the side and you will not have to pay taxes on it until you withdraw it. Okay, so there are two types of 401ks. You have your traditional and you have your Roth. The difference between the two is that your traditional is going to be pre-tax and your Roth is going to be after tax. When it comes to the 401k, you're going to have to decide how much money, what percentage you want taken out of your paycheck. Again, your employer usually matches up to a certain percentage. I see usually most employers match up to around 6%. And what happens is you can choose where you want this money to go. You can leave it as cash and just like a super savings account, or you can actually use it to invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds. And I see a lot of retirement accounts that use what they call target dates. So it helps predict, gives you a mix. You select a target date, which is 40, 50 years from now, and you just let the money sit there. The max that you can contribute to a 401k is going to be $19,000, unless you're a little bit older, where the max will be $25,000. If your employer is going to match you, like I mentioned, that 6%, it's best that you try your best to at least contribute that 6%, so that way you can at least get the max amount of contributions from your employer to match what they're already giving you, somewhat like free money. If you decide to withdraw from your 401k before the retirement age of 59 and a half, you will be penalized. There's going to be a 10% penalty on top of the tax that's associated. So whenever you withdraw from your 401k, it's going to be treated as income and it's going to be taxed appropriately, depending on the age and when it happens. But if you're under the age of 59 and a half, on top of the tax, you will have to pay a 10% penalty. Another one of the differences between the traditional 401k and the Roth 401k is that usually you'll find that people with the higher salaries, they tend to favor the 401k because it doesn't affect them as much. So if they were to contribute 10% of their paycheck, they will still have enough money to still meet their financial obligations. Whereas a Roth 401k, it allows you, since it's post-tax, you can contribute as much as you feel comfortable with. So you'll find this more appealing to people who are younger or people whose salary is a bit lower. Now, when it comes to switching jobs, or let's say you leave your job and you've already contributed to a 401k and you've been contributing for the last 5-10 years. Now, one thing you don't want to do unless you have to is withdraw from the 401k when you leave. Again, if it's absolutely necessary and you definitely need the money, then you'll take the penalty. It'll be taxed as income and you can definitely do that. But another option is to go ahead and roll it over into a IRA account. So if you have a traditional IRA, you can go with the brokerage firm. Me personally, I'm with Merrill Lynch. One thing that I like about a brokerage firm is that it gives you much more opportunities where you can actually invest your money, not just the standard 6 or 7 options that most employers give you when it comes to investing in your 401k. And I've also heard another option where you can actually leave your 401k with your current employer. That usually happens if you have at least $5,000 or more already with them. Unfortunately, you won't be able to contribute any more to that, and you got to make sure you don't forget about it. But that money can actually stay there. Otherwise, the other option is that if it's less than $5,000, they may just force you to withdraw it. The most common thing that people do when they leave jobs with their 401k is that they just go ahead and roll it over into their employer's new 401k. That way, it's just an easy transition. There may be some fees associated with that, but you still can take advantage of the pre-tax advantage. Now, when it comes to the 401k, I found that it was a little difficult for me to get the kind of answers that I need, especially the questions that I had through my employer, through the company they use. I'm not going to say their name, with the 401k is based through. So I'm just going to give you a few ideas, a few suggestions on where you could go to actually get some advice. One of the best things that you can do is go to your bank or credit union. Take your 401k, take the breakdown, sit down with the banker. Let them know what your goals are, what you're trying to do. Let them see what you're investing in. You know, they may or may not be able to give you exactly what to do, but they can definitely sit down and give you an overall game plan on what your strategy should be. The next option is to try to find some pro bono type advising. Okay, so there's a website out there. I have to look at my notes. It's the Foundation for Financial Planning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and include that link below, but go ahead and check out that website. They also have resources available for you. Of course, you can always find great 401k information by searching online. You got to definitely be careful because there are going to be pros and cons to anything you look at online. You're going to see things online where they'll say the 401k is the worst. They'll say the Roth IRA is the best. They're going to say don't save, just go into real estate. You're going to hear some people just say go ahead and start your own business, which I think is a great idea. I think you should start your own business. I'm probably going to do some videos on that too. But you want to go ahead and go online and just see what's out there just to get some free advice or information. You can definitely take advantage of YouTube and any type of podcast. There's a very popular guy named Dave Ramsey. I think he's okay. He's a little too conservative for me. To me, in my opinion, he takes it too far, just a little when it comes to just being conservative, because he's all about no FICO, no credit, no debt whatsoever. I just don't see someone who's in their early 20s living in an efficiency apartment until they're 50 years old because they've been trying to save up money to buy a house without going to the bank for a loan. But there's a lot of information out there on YouTube and Dave Ramsey and other people who have podcasts, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Now, one of your last options, or another one of your options, is going to be to actually hire a human being, a financial planner. These can be quite expensive. I've seen where some have ranged from $2,000 upwards from there, and you usually have two types. Either they're going to be fee-based, which means, hey, you're going to pay me X amount of dollars, $2,000 a month to manage your portfolio, or they're commission-based. The ones that are commission based, you know, they'll take a percentage, 2%, 3% of whatever your total portfolio is, and then you'll go ahead and pay that percentage. The thing about that is that the more money that you make, the more you pay them. So that kind of gives them an incentive to make you more money. All right, folks, that's pretty much it. That's the 401k in a nutshell. We went ahead, we covered the contributions and the withdrawals, gave you some ideas on what you can do if you leave or change jobs. Also tried to provide you with some information, some resources if you want to go seek some financial professional advice. Okay, so do me a favor, go ahead and click the subscribe and the like button. Also leave me a comment. Let me know, how old were you when you first started to contribute to your 401k? Okay, go ahead and definitely check out my other videos, and let's build together. Okay, take care.